Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is Jujutsu Kaisen, episode 6. So, last episode we had that fight between Megumi and Sukuna. We had a little bit of backstory for Megumi. We saw kind of something to do with his dad and his mum, I think. And then in the second half of the episode, Itadori dies. But then we are introduced to the second years and they talk about how there's going to be this competition with another school. And it seems like we're kind of going into like a training arc phase. So we get to see Megumi and Nobara train up a bit with these second years. Right at the end, we saw, we kind of went inside of Itadori. And we saw kind of Itadori and Sukuna. They're kind of like in Sukuna's domain or something. So it seems like they're going to have some sort of conversation or bargaining here. Because Sukuna needs to use Itadori's body, really. So there needs to be some sort of compromise here. And it's obvious that Itadori's not going to actually be dead. Be sure to check out the Patreon. Over there you'll find full-length timer-based reactions and early access 1 week ahead, so episode 7 will already be out there. And yeah, let's just jump into it. Inside his body, some sort of demon? Or like cow skulls. Ooh.
当たり前だ。こちとらお前に殺されてんだぞ。腕を直してやった恩を忘れるとはな。その後心臓と。ああ、食いしばれ。かかってや。取った。
It's just too quick.
お前はつまらんな。
This isn't even like a real world, is it? So innate domain. Yeah. Okay, so he's got some conditions. I always thought it would be Itadori having conditions for him, not the other way round. Extension. So it's just kind of like he can take over whenever he wants. Okay, that's a good rule. He finds them interesting. He found Megumi interesting, so wants to stay around for that.
何がしてえのかよくわからんけど、まあ生き返るためだしな。今から殺し合って小僧が勝ったら無条件で、俺が勝ったら俺の縛りで生き返る。
So come back with conditions, yeah.
性格悪いんだよね。
I wonder what everyone will think of this.
マジビンタ？教師なんて柄じゃない。そんな僕がなんで高専で教鞭を取っているか聞いて。保身バカ、世襲バカ、高慢バカ、ただのバカ。そんなクソ呪術界をリセットする。
Okay.
上の連中を皆殺しにするのは簡単だ。でもそれじゃ首がすげ変わるだけで変革は起きない。
Yeah. He needs to build a following.
だから僕は教育を選んだんだ。強く里い仲間を育てる。
Comrades.
優秀だよ。特に3年はかり、2年乙骨。
Oh, okay. This is new.
ユージもその一人だった。
Yeah. Well, he's back now.
ここで見てるつもりか。ちょっと残念。
恥ずかしいんすけど。ただいま。
It seemed like Gojo was almost expecting that. He didn't seem too shocked.
前にユージに最低限の力をつける時間が欲しい。
Oh, so keep him dead, yeah.
死んだまま取り上げるなんて許されていないんだよ。みんなびっくりするかな。何人たりともね。
He appreciates that they're young.
俺は今からバイトをバックれる。昔から責任感は強い方だった。給料も全部。
Can this guy sense them a little bit?
貯金してる。そんな俺でも抗えない生存本能。
I forgot about these guys.
死ぬ。
殺すより封印することに心血を注ぐことをお勧めするよ。
Hmm.
その手立てを。
特級呪物獄門鏡を使う。
すみません店長。俺やめます。
王が興奮するな。熱くなる。
Can other people see him, like, talking to himself? Whoa. This might be the most violent thing we've seen. Because these are just innocent people. He's just set them all alight. It's like, so he's got fire powers? I guess if the building, I was going to say how do they explain this away, but if the building starts to burn down as well, then they just say it was a fire and everyone died in the fire.
息子さんは亡くなっていました。正直自分はあそこの人たちを助けることに快適。
Oh, it's the mom from before.
せめてこれを。
Oh, he took that off, didn't he?
申し訳ありません。
謝らないで。あの子が死んで悲しむのは私だけですから。
It's always a lot darker than I expect.
あの二人、近接戦闘に関してはユージは頭一つ抜けてると思うよ。今覚えるべきは呪力のコントロール、そして呪術に関する最低
Control and ranged, I guess. And defense, probably. So are they going to keep him a secret from the other students as well?
わからん。
そうだね。呪力を電気、術式を家電に例えようか。
So you can, like, send out energy.
悪いでしょ。こっちはただ呪力をぶつけただけ。
Yeah, he just kind of fired it off. So do you need to precurse the can and then use it?
いや、ユージには呪術は使えないよ。生まれながら体に刻まれているものだ。ないだけ。そのうち君の体にはスクナの術式。
Yeah, so you can start using Sukunas.
でもそれなら俺もできるぜ。
起きろよ。
あの時なんとなくコツはつかんだ。
Yeah, he had the fist.
じゃあやってごらん。
He channeled it into his fist.
どう？
I think this isn't a life and death situation, so he's not gonna
こもってな。
power it up.
呪力。
確かに伏黒もいつもキレ気味だったかも。
So does Gojo have a lot of hidden anger? Because he's so chill on the outside.
ものをやってもらうよ。
どんな？
映画鑑賞。
映画鑑賞？キモ可愛い人形。
可愛いか。
One of the dolls from the principal, yeah.
やっぱりか。趣味が同じ。
Is he gonna? He's gonna punch him. Yeah.
そのドキドキ、ハラハラ、ワクワク。
So you can use, yeah, gain emotion from watching the movie.
獲物で近接を補うのは賛成ですけど、
Yeah.
パッと開けられるようにしたいんです。
He needs his hands free so he can summon his Shikigami. Put something like on the outside of his hands or something. Or can you use hands free?
なんとかなりそうです。
What was that? He like phased through. Shopping. Got too into it.
コーラ飲んでる時はやめろや。
飲むなよ。
オーチ映画にはポテチとコーラでしょ。
それはそうね。そうだ。死んでる時スクナと話したかい？
話？
He doesn't remember.
思い出せねえんだよな。
そうか。
Maybe he can piece together that there was a contract and part of the contract was him forgetting.
少しありますけど、ここでですか？
先行ってて。
Has he sensed something? Oh, it's him. Does he have the object that can imprison him? Ah.
困ってる子がいますね。新入生かな。どうやらうまく磁力が練れないようですね。アドバイスしていきましょう。君は狭い歩道を歩く。目の前には応対の男子大学生。彼らは君には気づいてない。殺意が湧くだろう。うるさい。
Okay, so that was episode 6. I'm excited to see where they go with this fight, with this kind of fire curse. I don't think we had a name yet. If we did, I can't remember it. But that was kind of, I think that was one of the most violent scenes. Everyone just kind of spontaneously catching a light, because they were just innocent people, you know. Before now, there's been gore and things, but it's kind of characters we know. We had that guy who died, who the mother was after. That was quite violent as well, but I don't know, something about this scene in particular, it was really, really violent. I don't know. So, of course, Itadori and Sukuna, they, you know, come to a compromise. But I thought it would be the other way around. You know, in a lot of things, when there's like a demon, it's like the demon needs something from the main character, so the main character has a bit of a bargaining. But it's the other way around here, which is quite interesting. So Sukuna now has the ability to take over whenever he wants for 1 minute, and part of the binding is he can't hurt anyone that Itadori loves. And Itadori doesn't know about this. He will have to figure it out at some point, I guess. And it makes me wonder how often Sukuna is going to do this, or makes me wonder how often Sukuna is going to do this, and what he's after. So it seems like his fight with Megumi is what changed his mind. He's interested in Megumi for some reason. Maybe he's kind of interested in seeing how all of these new, younger Jujutsu users, how powerful they will grow to be. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting there with what his motive will be. So Itadori's being trained up now. The others don't know that he's still alive yet. So he's being trained up where he has to kind of keep his emotions at a steady rate, because the power from Jujutsu comes from your emotions. And that makes me wonder, you know, Gojo, who is the most powerful, he's always so calm and chill. So in reality, like deep down, is he really emotional and tormented and things? It makes me wonder. And then he said that you know, there's curse energy and then there's curse techniques, and you kind of have to use the curse techniques that you're born with. So like Megumi has his Shikigami that he can summon. So Itadori will inherit the ones that Sukuna had. So it'll be interesting to see what they are. And we know Sukuna is really powerful, so he must have some really powerful abilities that he's going to inherit later on. We saw a bit of Megumi as well. He wants to develop some new technique or something, or use some weapons. So he said he wants something hands-free. I imagine that's so he can do his hand things when he summons his Shikigami. So it makes me wonder what kind of weapon he can use. I'm trying to think of something that's kind of hands-free. All I can think of at the moment is like claws or something like that, which kind of fits because he's got this animal power theme. Or like a blade on the outside of your arm. I don't know. But he could have things like, if he has a utility belt kind of thing that he can just grab and use and then put back, and then his hands are free up again. You know, if he just has a sword, you can just resheath it and then your hands are free again. It's not too difficult. I guess it all depends on kind of reaction time and things. So they said Itadori will kind of make his comeback at the school tournament event that they're setting up, because Gojo said it's like part of your childhood, so he kind of appreciates that they're still young and they want to do these things. You know, we saw Nobara off shopping for a quick brief scene. I think that's all I have to say on this episode. So if you enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like or a comment, and if you're interested in more, subscribe to the channel. I upload these weekly. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.